Three things that YouTube advertisers mess up all the time. Number one, their KPI, key performance indicator. What are you really focused on, right? I know we always throw a lot of words. I myself use a lot of words, CTR, CPM, CPC, but ultimately it's your end goal. You really want to look at what you're trying to get. While you may have funnels that are a little bit more complex than others, especially something that has to get a lead first, and then that lead has to be closed. Ideally, what you should be really looking at is what is your cost per sale? That is the thing that trumps everything. Now, more cases than not, you're gonna figure out based on conversion rates and things of that nature, where your costs need to be, where your secondary conversion metrics need to be, because those are important. There are cases in certain campaigns where, let's just say I need $10 a lead and I know that backs out to something profitable. There are certain campaigns where sometimes I'm getting $20, $50 a lead, and for whatever reason that works. Are those campaigns the most scalable ones? No, but if they're completing my KPI at the end, then that's all that cares. That's all that matters. So mistake number one, not focusing on the most important metric. Mistake number two, not testing enough creatives. When you're buying ads, the only thing that's gonna control the frame at which the people arrive to the offer and the cost for which they do it is your ad creative, right? So you can't just launch one ad and say, you know what, I'm gonna launch this to a total ton of audiences, I'm gonna do all these targeting things, and it's gonna work out. The way these algorithmic bidding platforms work, sometimes they do a lot of the heavy lifting. And while the targeting, especially in the beginning, is extremely important, it becomes less important with time. The most important lever you have is the ad creative. So you want to test as many ads as possible, and you want your ad to have the best secondary metrics. And by secondary metrics, I mean CTRs, cost per clicks, CPM, so on and so forth. And the primary metric, which is whatever your sale is, your leads to your sales, things of that nature. You want those numbers to be as great as possible before you say, okay, cool, I'm going to now focus on pushing this product with other audiences. I'm not saying the ad testing should stop, but in the beginning, your ad testing should be your number one priority. Really saying, can I create an ad that can get me the costs that I need to my offer or landing page, which will convert? And number three is not realizing that your ad creative and your landing page or offer, however you want to say it, are your most important levers. I see a lot of people worried about if I try this audience, if I bid this way, and I'm having my ads show up in certain placements. And yes, there is some validity to that sometimes, but I'd say most of the times when that's happening, I've had instances where I've launched campaigns and I didn't exclude, let's just say, display, for example, or even mobile apps. I just let it run. And when it's a good ad, it really doesn't go there as much as it would go there if it's not a good ad. Because when that's happening, it's YouTube's way or Google's way of telling you that, hey, we can't find conversions at the price you're telling us to find it in our primo inventory. So we're gonna give you this crap inventory and we're gonna put ads across there. And that could be based on whether your conversion rates are bad, whether you're aiming for let's just say you have a conversion that only shows up once a week because you're only tracking conversions of this high ticket sale, but you don't have any conversions in the middle. The platform doesn't know that, right? The more information you give it, the better it's going to be. So your most important levers are your ad creative, have your numbers right, and your offer. Like you have to look into yourself and say, hey, this offer does not work. Let me try a different landing page, or let me try presenting my product in a different way, whether it's a price point, bundles, upsells, things of that nature. And those are the three of the mistakes, there's tons of mistakes, but three of the mistakes that advertisers make with YouTube ads. If you want to continue learning tips and tricks about YouTube ads, feel free to check out our channel. And if you want something a little bit more detailed, more nuanced, whether it's yourself, your team, a product that you're coming up with, feel free to book a call with us and see if we can help you out. Click on the link below.